Welcome to AirChain tutorial videos. In this video, I'll guide you through the process of registering and onboarding as a supplier in AirChain. To make transactions in AirChain, you must be a registered supplier. The customer will create the supplier account in AirChain, and once this is done, you will receive an email similar to what you see on the screen, with the subject, "You have been invited to AirChain Buy," followed by the customer's name. To proceed, you need to open this email. It contains the necessary information, and you'll see a button labeled "Click here to sign up." This is your first step towards conducting transactions with the customer. As the customer uses AirChain for procurement, you need to be a supplier in AirChain to transact with them. Now, let's click on the "Click here to sign up" button to initiate the sign-up process. This leads us to the supplier sign-up page, where your name, phone number, and email address are auto-populated, provided by the customer. All you need to do is create a password, then confirm it and click on the Sign Up button. That's what I'm going to do now. While creating the password, please ensure that all the criteria are met. After clicking the Sign Up button, you will be directed to the supplier homepage. This is the supplier homepage, and you have just completed your sign-up process. The next step is to fill in the necessary details in the onboarding form to complete the onboarding process. To navigate to the onboarding form, click the Modules button, then click on the Customer module. Here, you will see the customer code. Click on the code to go to the Customer View page. The onboarding form contains various sections, such as general information, vendor details, point of contact, and more. You are required to fill out this form and submit it to the customer. If you see a red asterisk or star symbol, it indicates that the field is mandatory. You cannot proceed without filling out these fields. Let's start the update process by clicking on the Update button. All fields are now editable. Enter your company name into the text boxes provided. You will also see numeric boxes for the GST number. Attach necessary documents by clicking on the attachment icon and selecting the appropriate file. You will also have numeric fields, such as phone numbers, alphanumeric fields, such as website names. Email fields accept characters like @ and .. If any field is outlined in red, it indicates that the provided value doesn't match the accepted format. Please ensure to provide values within the accepted format. For example, an email should have the @ symbol and a dot present. Likewise, the numeric field should only have a numeric value. In the bank details section, you'll see the account number field, along with other fields. This form also might include drop-downs, where you can select one of the values from the available options. These are just some of the fields that will be available for you to fill in the onboarding form. Remember, each onboarding form may differ based on the use case of the transaction you want to make. For instance, you'd have a text field, a drop-down field, a numerical field, and fields to upload documents and input email addresses, as well as phone numbers. However, the field name or accepted values and value formats might differ based on the use case. In the currency field, you'll need to specify the currency in which the transaction will take place. Once you've selected this, you can verify that you've provided all the necessary information. I'll demonstrate an error that might occur. If I click on Submit without filling in all the mandatory fields, the system warns me. Once I fill all of them, I should be able to proceed. If desired, non-mandatory fields can be left empty. Once you've filled out the form, click on the Submit button. You'll then be asked for confirmation. Click on the Proceed button. You'll see a notification that the vendor details have been updated successfully. At this point, the customer will receive the form you filled out. They'll review the form and then proceed with your onboarding. If there are any modifications needed on this form, it will be returned to you for the necessary adjustments. You can then make the corrections and resend it to the customer. At this point, the status is under review, indicating that the customer is examining the onboarding form you sent. Now, let's walk through how to correct the onboarding form once it's returned from the customer. You can click the notifications to open the notification tray and click on the relevant notification. Or you can click the modules icon, navigate to Customers, and then to the corresponding onboarding form view page. Here you can see a remark requesting that you fill in the bank account number. Also, the status has now changed to requested, meaning the customer has asked us to make some changes to the onboarding form. Now, click on the Update button, expand the bank details, and provide the account number. Make sure the values of the account number and confirm account number fields match. Once you've added the bank account number as requested by the customer, click on Submit, then Proceed. The form is now back in the under review state, indicating that it has been sent back to the customer for review. They will return it if any further changes are needed. If not, you will be successfully onboarded to the AirChain Supplier Portal. and you can start transacting with the customer. That's how you complete the supplier sign-up and onboarding process. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day.